Saints Row 2, we're doing the story mission. You want to call this a secret mission or whatever, but basically, we found out what happened to us in the first game. We know that Julius set us up. Basically, they wanted the Saints to disappear, and us being the player knew that he would never get us to drop our flags and move on, so he tried to kill us. And that was Julius's plan. And now we're finally going to meet up with Julius and deal with him. And this is what makes Saints Row 2 such an awesome game.
The fuck took you so long?
You ain't Dex.
Neither are you.
You look different, did you?
I didn't do shit to my hair.
You pulling a gun on me?
Well, I didn't have time to plant a bomb in the church, so this'll have to do.
You don't know what the hell you talking about.
Why don't you educate me?
I don't gotta explain shit to you.
Well, this is where we're gonna have to agree to disagree.
Why don't you just put the gun down? We both know you're not gonna use it.
Not yet.
Stop!
I never thought I'd see you beg, Julius.
I'm not begging. I'm trying to talk some sense into you.
I'm done listening to your bullshit.
Put it together. Dex wanted us in the same place.
Yeah, and why do you want that?
Can we kill each other later? Dex.
Okay, so obviously this is a really smart move on Dex's part. You take us out, the player. Basically, everybody that would kind of know who he is and that kind of thing, killing Julius and the leader of the Saints all in one swoop. Obviously, it doesn't happen, but it's a smart move on his play. And unfortunately, that's a situation we never really get to deal with. Beginning of Saints Row 3. We never really do anything about that, and that kind of sucks. But whatever. At the end of this one, we deal with all the Autor goons that come after us, the Misako, whatever they are. And then we deal with Julius. But, you know, understanding Julius's position, basically, he didn't really have a choice. The only way to really get us to stop was to kill us. I mean, we get that, but we're not going to go down like that. You try to kill us, and we're going to take you out. That's the way that ball bounces. But anyhow, why this was such an awesome game is because it really had a great story base to it. You know, at the end of the first game, we were blown up and left for dead, and the first game was pretty awesome. But when this game came out, you know, it had this whole co-op thing going on for it. The first game didn't have any co-op going on in it, and it was quite tough too. It definitely worked me. You know, like this game, you'd have to do the activities, unlock, you know, your respect to open up the missions and that kind of thing. And the activities were quite hard as well because, you know, you couldn't do anything in co-op. But, you know, you wind up really ranking up throughout the Saints, and you're, you know, pretty tough gangster and all that. And
We need to take cover.
I guess the only
We
way...
gotta take that fucker down.
The only way they felt they could get rid of you was to kill you, and it kind of makes sense. You know, Dex dropped his flags, and he went to go work for Autor, and they made a deal with Julius to get rid of us. This is a attack helicopter. It's just eating me up, but... A couple rocket launchers later, and that take care of that.
Well, that's the best Autor can throw at us.
Alright, so this is where it checkpoints, and I believe we winded up.
Talk and throw it is.
Julius's car didn't make it all the way to the end, so we had to reload the checkpoint. I think one or two times.
I'm happy I'm not walking.
What do you say we get the hell out of here? You shoot. I'll drive.
Sounds like a plan.
I got some hardware you might like in the back seat.
Yeah, we're hooligans.
Well, you got the Annihilator and the rockets, just let them fly. Once we hit the bridge, you just want to pay attention to the end of the bridge. There'll be 2 attack helicopters. Kind of hard to see, but if you know about it, just be prepared. Get your aim forward. Try to take them out because they'll light the world up.
Keep running, you wankers!
Right up here towards the front of the bridge. 2 helicopters are going to be there. There's one. Get those helicopters down, your life will be a lot easier. Both me and Domestic Bruce are the kind of gamers who like doing all the extra stuff. You know, doing all the activities makes everything a lot easier. I mean, how having the Annihilator with infinite rockets couldn't make your life easier, right? Of course, we did all the Hitman levels, you know, unlocking the infinite ammo for your assault rifle. And the game just gives you plenty of things to make your life easier. So, as always, if you're liking the videos, a thumbs up would be appreciated. Me and Domestic Priest really love going through this game again and making videos for you guys. Be kind of interesting to see where Saints goes from here. Saints Row 4 was such a terrible game. Just very poorly written, and I don't know. After Saints Row the 3rd,
Is it too hard to
you know,
drive
that
a
game
fucking
had
car
some
straight?
issues, but the mechanics of the game was just so awesome. But it'd be interesting to see where they go from here. I mean, I may not have liked Saints Row 4, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to buy the next game. But I don't know, it just seems like video games more about just making $1 these days than it is about making a quality game. Saints Row 4 was just a
like old
terrible,
times,
terrible
player.
game.
Yeah.
Jesus. I thought we were past this.
Not by a fucking long shot.
Don't you get it? The Saints didn't solve a goddamn thing. Drugs were still being pushed. Innocent people were still getting killed. All we did was turn into vice kings that wore purple.
Jesus Christ, you sound like a pussy.
I sound like someone who's not a sociopath.
You want to be the killer with a conscience? Fine. Drop your flags and write a book like King, but you never should have came after me.
You telling me, if I would have asked you to walk away, you would have said yes.
Fuck no, this is my city.
Jesus. You haven't learned a goddamn thing.
Wrong. I've learned that being in charge is better than being a bitch who keeps his mouth shut and does what he's told. Your time's over, old man.
What's happened to you?
I woke up.
You owe me, player. If it wasn't for me, you would have died on that street corner.
If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have been in a goddamn coma.
But I guess that makes us even.
Not really.
Goodbye, Julius. Just the cap to an awesome game. You know, we come back, we got to take over Stillwater, we got to fight the big corporation, deal with them, and then take out the guy who tried to kill us. You know, and now we're the leader of the Saints, and we own Stillwater. And just Everything worked really well in this game. I mean, it's not saying it didn't have its issues, but... Alright, let's get to the add-on missions. If you like the videos, you can always support us by checking out the ads.